Hello everyone, PPFB here with a new video. For today, I would like to share some tips on how I would feel would be best to climb in the arena, along with one of my favorite comps that I've been using a lot recently. Firstly, we need to understand that arena is one of the most late game content in Cookie Run Kingdom, and without max toppings, biscuits, or even cookies, you will definitely be at a disadvantage. Next thing would be that no one team composition will beat everything else. There's definitely a counter to each and every comp out there. So hence we would like to focus on building 2 or 3 cookies to form as a core in our teams and add other cookies to form counters for various teams people have set up on their defense. For now, I would recommend focusing on building Dragonlord Dark Cacao cookie and Mystic Flower cookie, especially Mystic Flower cookie, as they are present on most comps, and I think she will most likely be relevant for a long time. For me myself, I like to include White Lily in the teams that I use. So let me show you guys the 5 teams that I'm using currently. Yeah, so Mystic Flower, Dark Cacao, Mystic Flower, Dark Cacao, White Lily, Mystic Flower, White Lily, Dark Cacao, etc. etc. As you can see, I rotate other cookies in my five teams to have a counter against different team archetypes, which I have already figured out. And just a side note, for help with setting up each different team, you can check out my previous videos. I think some of them are there, and especially the one about flow, which teaches about how to set up teams based on their starting cooldowns, so that your team can cast more smoothly and give you better winning odds. And the next thing to do would be to use these 5 teams that you have built and rotate them on your defense. This will let you see, without blindly attacking others, what kind of teams your comp can counter or will lose to. So let's say my current team. Sorry for the lag. Okay, it probably loses to Frost. Okay, I know that it loses to Frost Queen. You can win Wildberry. Yeah, okay, win Wildberry, and you will lose to Elder Fairy comps. Next thing it would be for the people who want to climb to Grandmaster, especially Grandmaster 1. I would recommend that you will need to put in extra effort in the last, especially in the last 5 days of a season. So try to refresh as much as possible and hit others while building up your revenge log. In this period, try not to use your revenges. And oh my god, sorry for the lag. Why I say 5 days is because your revenge, your revenges only last up to 5 days. So when this hits 5 days, it will just disappear from your log. Yeah. So if you are coming to Grandmaster 1, try to keep your last 5 days free and build up revenge log and clear it in the last few hours. For myself, I like to only hit people that have similar or higher trophies than me, or at most up to 200 trophies less. This is because when you hit someone, like let's say I'm 3,200 now, when you hit someone at 3,000, you will gain 5 trophies, but you will lose more than that if you lose. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for the tips. Next, I would like to share with you all this comp. Let me go to this comp. It is the modern day Tri-DPS, which I've spammed to climb to rank 6 in the previous season, and I've seen many people dismissing Golden Cheese, saying like what she has fallen out of the meta, but I personally disagree with that. Let me first show you all how I set up this team. So the cookies will be Dragonlord Dark Cacao, Stardust, Golden Cheese, White Lily, and Mystic Flower. Treasures will be Feather, Vow, and Watch. For Dark Cacao, I like to give him, okay, not I like to, you have to give him a 2-second start. For me myself, because my chocolates are bad, because they lack cooldown, I have to put cooldown on my biscuit. But it'll be optimal to stack damage resist, have a 2-second start, and if you can, get damage resist bypass, or more damage resist will be better than what I'm running currently. Next will be Golden Cheese. She has a 4-second start, 5 raspberries. You want as much damage resist bypass on her biscuit as possible. And yeah, these are the stats. Next will be Stardust, 5 chocolates. You just want to stack cooldown and damage resist, but he has a 3-second start, so don't put too much cooldown. I think around 30 will be good. Damage resist will be more important for Stardust. Next White Lily, same as previously, 5 raspberries, full damage resist bypass biscuit, and a 4-second start. And lastly, we have Mystic Flower, which is not your typical 2-second start, it's a 3-second start. And you want to stack more damage resist than me if possible. I think my biscuit is not very optimal. Yeah. So how this comp works, right? Okay, let's talk about the treasures first. Feather, Vow, and Golden Cheese is a combo ever since her release. It's good because Vow will be with Golden Cheese in the comp and Feather, your Vow will definitely proc twice. And okay, next thing to note is that depending on your ascensions, okay, let's say you maxed out everything like me. The reason why I set up my team like that, okay, let's just focus on the damage resist. So Golden Cheese has 28, Stardust has 51, White Lily has 29, and my Mystic Flower has 35. Optimally, you have higher on Mystic Flower. But in essence, Stardust and Mystic Flower needs to have super high damage resist, and White Lily should you can go higher with damage resist, but around the same as Golden Cheese will be fine. Golden Cheese should have the least damage resist in the whole team. The reason why White Lily can get away with having less damage resist is because her base stats are naturally higher. If you compare Golden Cheese health and defense, it's a lot lower than White Lily's, even at the same promotions. Okay. The reason why I set up the team this way and why I feel the team is good is because if set up correctly, Golden Cheese can die first and her Sacro will protect the rest of the team, which prevents you from losing to high burst comps, especially those that run Scroll, Whistle, and Watch. And whoever dies first after, assuming that it's not Dark Cacao or Golden Cheese, which usually won't be the case, will bring your team, will be beneficial for your team. Okay, let's take the obvious first. Mystic Flower, if she dies first, will give your team a heal, shield, and increase the enemy's cooldown. And White Lily, if she dies first, she will come up and instantly cast again, providing massive burst damage. But for Stardust, there's a very interesting case that some people have found out, which is that his Sign of the Star debuff, which is what he's mainly used for, is supposed to only affect one cookie in the enemy team at any given point of time. But if Stardust dies and revives from the feather and casts again, somehow the enemy team can have 2 active Sign of the Star debuff. Yeah, which is basically why if the team is set up correctly, whoever dies first among these 3 will be good. So with that out of the way, let me show you all some battles I have with this comp.